Another drama we're championing, of course, is No Offence on Channel 4 on Wednesday night, and Unforgotten being 9 o'clock on Thursday on ITV. No Offence being Wednesday. Can you walk us through Ep 3?
The pool scene I loved.
The pool scene was brilliant.
That was right at the end. Big revelation in this episode was that the family that Dinah rescued from the flat, the little girl wasn't their daughter, but was another of the care home kids that Nora had working for them. And we also had the introduction of her lawyers.
I love that.
The deaf lawyer.
That is so brilliant. I just think there's no other show that could do that, and you just think how brilliant. My favourite bits of this, we had Joy still coming to terms with the death of the young girl, who she subsequently found out was 17 rather than 18.
Alexandra Roach has really grown I mean, I loved her in Utopia, but I thought the first series she was.
You struggled with her in this initially, didn't you?
I think her Mancunian accent's come on a bit now. In the first series, she was struggling to let the Welsh go. I thought the scene where she was having her investigation, I thought she was absolutely excellent in that.
I was absolutely with her with that.
Did you notice the scars on Charlie Fegan's arms?
No.
And had you slept or had any kind of rest prior
None
to...
of us had. It was a gang war kicking off.
Can you please quote to me Article 4 of Code C of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act?
Can't remember it. I can't remember it, sorry.
No pity. If you had, you might not have found Charlotte Fegan strung up by a radio.
Strung up
This
now?
isn't semantics, Inspector.
You're baiting my sergeant and you're disrespecting a young woman's death.
Did you at any point ask Ms. Fegan to confirm her age?
No.
Are you aware that Charlotte Fegan was in fact 17 years old, not 18 as she claimed, and therefore should have been assigned an appropriate adult?
No.
So when she used words like, I can't go to prison, I just can't, did they sound like the words of an adult or that of a distressed young person begging, may I say begging, for help?
I wasn't overwhelmed. I quizzed Charlie Fegan on the facts. She got aggressive and I matched her so as not to show weakness, as I was trained to do. Had I not just been through a 36-hour shift from hell where we had to deal with a bomb, gang war, one of my colleagues, well, my best friend, actually, who nearly died in a fire, then I might have checked the electoral register in order to verify her age, on a whim. But who would? 17 or 18, I will never forget finding that young woman strung up, as you so eloquently put it. So you can throw all the hindsight you want at me, sir. I did my job.
Side plot was brilliant. It was a side plot where this guy robs what he thinks is a bank, and I just loved it. And somebody pretends to be a paramedic.
It's one of the. What's the actor's name? He's one of the.
He's one of those faces.
James Corden's mates, isn't he? Was he in Gavin and Stacey?
And he's in the annoying adverts that James Corden does now. Yeah,
that guy. He came in as a paramedic. He got the copper, I think his name's Jonah, to use his stun gun as the guy who was holding up the pub that used to be a bank, had a heart attack. Used his stun gun to revive him, and then afterwards Jonah learnt that he was posing as a paramedic. It turned out that he'd had relationships with a lot of older women who'd given him money and food and things like that for his company, and in the end they got him on using the it's because it wasn't a crime to pose as a paramedic, but it was a crime to use the lights, the sirens.
Yeah, just brilliant. That actor's name, by the way, who was in the History Boys with James Corden, Andrew Knott.
Okay.
So he's done a fair few things, actually.
A bit of this episode that I really liked was the bit where they were questioning, was it Kerry, the woman who was in the flat? And Viv was saying about, I know what it feels like when you can't have kids, and you know, you think about what they're going to look like and blah, blah, blah. And she came out and Diana says something like, I didn't realise you felt like that, Viv. And she said, no, it's all rubbish.
Yeah.
Should we go to the pool scene at the end? Paul Ritter revealed that the Manny wasn't the biological son of up John, who is the actor patriarch who died in the funeral, and she presented him with these sort of DNA results while they were having a pool game for their respective cars, which was really well done. You sort of knew that Viv would win that pool game, but it was still well done.
It was almost choreographed. I just love the way they did it. Also, looking up Andrew Knott, he's got form for this, what he did in No Offence, because he played an ambulance man in The Lady in the Van. Did anyone check up on him there? I don't know.
That rhymed as well. Ambulance man, lady in the van.
I didn't even see. That's how poetic of a soul I am. I could have written La La Land. Two things worried me, because we sent you off to that screening and you came back with it's about a crime family, which worried me a little bit. And then you came back and you said they think they've toned it down a bit, and that.
It felt like it, didn't it, in that first episode? It did feel that way. But then now they've sort of got going. It's all about Nora Atta now and her use of these care home kids.
Anyone who found Viv Deering to be just so unbelievable and not of this world, I think what Joanna Scanlon does with that role is quite remarkable, because in one way she can be quite cartoonish, and in another way, you believe
down
her
to earth.
completely.
Yeah.
What I've come to like is the world that No Offence inhabits, and the fact that I think I said it last week that anything could happen. And
But you see, I believe in that world more than I believe in the world in Apple Tree Yard.
Yeah,
I don't buy into that world. I buy into No Offence, even though it is a little bit. I could buy into that guy in like the opening scene of him in the pub with the shotgun and everything. And
yeah, I think it's because they're just better drawn. You just believe them because of the people who inhabit them. 9 o'clock, No Offence, Wednesday, Channel 4.